Branded general stores are the way to go in 2021. I don't care if you're a beginner or an advanced e-commerce entrepreneur, you guys need to have a general store set up to be able to test efficiently and see what's going on in the market often. And this is where you find your 6, 7, 8-figure winning products and scale them to the moon on better stores such as one product and niche stores. This is the beginning of your success. Let's get a detailed, comprehensive guide going on. This is the first part of a likely 2-part series where I will cover absolutely everything to do with the branded general store, from the advantages, the disadvantages, the keynotes that you need to remember, the name, how to make the logo, all of that stuff and everything in between. You guys definitely need to watch this until the end to get that knowledge in and crush it for 2021. Okay, let's dive right into this video. No more time to waste. And of course, we will be revealing the winner of last video's free 30-minute consulting call giveaway sometime throughout this video. If you win, you get a chance to speak with me and talk about anything you want to talk about. I'll help you with whatever it is. And this also goes for everyone. Just drop a comment down below. I'll answer them as fast as I can. And join the Facebook group. I will answer all the questions out there 100%, or send me a DM, which might be a little bit slower. But anyways, if you want to be a winner of the free 30-minute call, all you gotta do is like, comment, subscribe, and join the Facebook group. I will pick at random and announce it in the following video. I pick the winner right before the following video is uploaded, so you have plenty of time to comment. So just drop one down below right now, show some love, ask a question, whatever it is, I got you guys. All right, let's dig right in. Okay, so we all know what a general store is, but what is a branded general store? The concept is that your customer lands on a specific product page coming from your Facebook, and they have no idea that you're selling all these different kind of niches within one store. Therefore, they believe that you specialize in that specific niche that you've targeted the customer for. They've landed on the product page and they believe that the logo, the name, the transparency, the whole website, the congruency of the website, the trustworthiness of the website, all points towards saying that you are the owner of this product. You are the manufacturer, the founder, the brander, the ambassador of this product. Therefore, they should check out with ease and have full knowledge that you are absolutely the person providing this product exclusively. That is what a branded general store is. That is how you get your conversion rates up from having a really untrustworthy, tacky general store that clearly sells all types of products and doesn't specialize, which most people already know nowadays in 2021 that it is just a dropshipping store. It's all coming from China. You don't want that perspective. It's all about perception, and branded general stores are the way to make the perception stronger so you can drive in more sales, increase your price, increase your profit margins while you are testing, because that is what we're doing at the end of the day with these stores. We are testing for products that are going to be serious 6, 7, 8-figure banger products, which will eventually turn into legit brands, which you actually customize, put your logo on, custom packaging, maybe even literally customize the physical product itself with the unique mold, and you are now the complete owner and dominator of that product and market. So we start with a general store. Now, why a branded general store? It is best for beginners. That is the number one tip I can give you. If you're a beginner in e-commerce, you haven't found a really big success yet, you need to be on a branded general store, because you're going to be wasting your time as a beginner making a niche and one product store when you have absolutely no idea how much work it takes to make those kind of stores pop off. And I'm speaking from experience, not just from myself, but also my peers, my colleagues, those who have experience with making one product and niche stores. You need to test first with a branded general store to get a proof of concept before you move on to a niche or one product store. Why? Because you might make a whole store based off of one product you think might work, when in reality, it just sucks. And now you've invested your time into the whole website, the whole store, the whole product, and therefore you want to throw more money into it, when in reality, you should be moving on to the next product. And with a general store, you could just simply move right on, make a new product page instead of an entire new website, instead of an entire new domain, an entire new Shopify, etc. So that's why this flexibility is important. Now, it's especially important because you're able to test all kinds of niches, especially as a beginner. You don't want to segregate yourself or really isolate yourself into a specific niche when you should be discovering what these markets look like. I have experience, so I know what all of these markets look like: health, beauty, fitness, etc. I know what they all look like because I've dipped my toes in each and every single one of them, and I've chosen the ones that work best for me. But you don't know what's going to work best for you. I didn't know either. It's all situational. It's all subjective. You need to test it yourself and see what you're most comfortable with, see what your first winner is, and go into that niche. So once you find that winning product, you can then dig into that niche deeper and deeper and deeper, then dominate, as opposed to doing it the other way around. Now, a quick side note, I know Virum Ecom actually is a proponent of one product and niche stores, and I respect them gratefully. And I think a lot of what they have to offer, their teachings, is wonderful, but I strongly disagree with the concept of beginners having to make these kind of stores, because oftentimes they make these stores and they have no idea that they actually look really poor. They actually don't convert well because their ad copy is bad. If you have no experience with learning how to ad copy, creative is bad. Everything, your images, your congruency, the trustworthiness of your page is bad. That all not just comes from learning, that comes from experience just as much as it comes from learning. And a general store will allow you to gain that experience quickly because you're not wasting your time doing the minute details of making the entire store over and over and over again, wasting your time with that like I have in the past. Now, finally, the biggest advantage is really that the customer won't even know. Most customers won't even click onto the home page. In fact, you can even hide the home page like I do. I disable the link from the logo. I hide the home page link from anywhere. So if the customer lands on the product page, either they love the product or they don't. And if they don't, I don't care. You can leave. Because oftentimes, even if it is a niche or one product store, if they start going through your entire website, they're likely not going to purchase on the first get-go. Then you might have to retarget them later on. And honestly, I don't care for that right now. I just want to make them sales so I can corroborate that it's a winning product. And if it is indeed a 6 or 7 or 8 figure winning product, then the customer will gladly purchase it because they know it's a steal, because it should be. Your offer should be good either way. The product should be good either way. Your creative should be good either way, no matter if it's a general or niche or one product store. And so if the customer lands on the page and they're like, I want this product, they're gonna buy it. If they have hesitation, they will not buy it. And that's fine. If it's a winning product, then you'll get tons of sales from this product because it'll be a clear, definite winner, which is the best thing that you want to look out for. So that minor difference in conversion rate compared from a general store to a one product store or niche store isn't going to be that big of a deal with a serious, legitimate winning product. Now let's talk about the downsides. Now, as I mentioned, there is a difference in conversion rate. Of course, a one product store is going to convert better than a niche, and a niche store is going to convert better than a branded general store. But that difference isn't going to be significant in the beginning because these stores, these one product and niche stores, they're more for the long run to build that brand identity in the long run. That is what drives in the sales, not just from the first launch of the product. No, you're going to get a lot more sales in these kind of stores, in these branded one product stores later on in the following months as you retarget and you build your marketing up, you build your brand identity up. That's where the real revenue comes in with those kind of stores. So in that sense, a branded general store lacks that. However, we don't care because we can just move the product that we find to be a winner onto a one product or niche store once we discover it is a winner. And it'll be a clear winner. If it is indeed a winner, it'll be pretty clear even on a general store or one product or a niche. It won't matter. So why waste your time building out entire one product stores just to test a single product and then put your emotion and heart into it, which actually will result, most of the time, will result in you throwing more money into it because you now invested so much of your energy into that store. And that happened to me a lot. As I've mentioned, with the decrease in conversion rates compared from a general store to a one product store, there's also less scalability, of course, because you're not able to scale a general store as well as a one product or niche store due to the long run influence of that brand identity being so strong in a one product or niche store. So keep that in mind. As soon as we find that winner, don't just be comfortable with your, let's say, net 25% profit margins. You want 30, 35%. That's all possible, guys. And if you follow my winning product criteria, look in the description, I'm pretty sure, then you'll definitely be able to find some products like that, guys. So stick to it. Stay organized. That's another point. With general stores, it'll be difficult to stay organized because you're gonna have a ton of SKUs. A ton of products is what I mean by SKUs. As a result, you're gonna have orders coming in. Let's say you have a product that actually drives you a little bit of profit. You leave it onto the website and then you move on to another product to test. Now you have 2 products, and then it might be 3 or 4 or 5. I have several on my general stores that actually bring me revenue. They're not clear 7-figure winners, but I leave it on my general store because they bring me money. Why not? So I leave those on, and it's hard to organize because you're getting sales from all these different kind of products from these different kind of people. Some people might order two different products, 3 different products, 4 different products. You can't manage that on AliExpress. You can't manage that. It'll be difficult to even manage it with an agent because you have so many SKUs. So unless you have inventory, it'll be super hard. That's why I use CJ Dropshipping. There's a link in the description below for it. I personally use it 100% for all of my general stores because it just makes life easier. And if you want to learn more about it, I have videos on it. Just go through my YouTube, or I'll try to post the card up here if I remember. But if not, just check it out. I have a guide, and I'll make another guide as well on how to use CJ. It's pretty important to stay organized, just as much as to keep track of your goods, your products, your SKUs, your tracking information, etc. That's all very critical. Okay, picking a branded name for your branded general store. This part is actually often overlooked. I don't want you guys to take 5 seconds on this. I want you guys to take a decent amount of time out of your day, out of one day. It shouldn't take more than that. You guys need to make a clear, concise, short, branded, professional store name. It can't be something like dealsareus.com. That's so sketch. Obviously, you're not specializing in a $200 hardware equipment if your name is dealsareus.com. They're just gonna look it up on Amazon if they find your product on that website. Whereas if you have a product store, a general store name, for example, Nogiri, or let's say like what I've written down here, Bruntery, Metsi, those are just things that I came up with in the past 5 minutes that actually sounds like decent products, general stores for me, because those fit with all different kinds of niches, right? So when you're making your store name, you want to ask yourself, can I sell a health product on this store? Can I sell a technology product? Can I sell a gift product? Can I sell a mother's product, a baby's product? Any kind of product needs to fit with that store name. And therefore it's important to make it so broad, but also very important to make it sound professional. It can't just be Deals Are Us. It's broad, it fits that broad category, but it doesn't fit that professional criteria. And you want to reach both of those, right? So that's the important part right there. I'm going to name it again. This is something I just came up with in the past 5 minutes. I'm sure these names are taken on domains, but you can certainly alter them and try to find similar names, or just give you guys a kind of an idea, right? So I wrote down Metsi, right? So you can definitely change that up a little bit. If you know the spelling, it's not going to matter so much. Maybe put 2 T's, whatever. It still sounds great. Bruntery, right? That works for all kinds of products, and so does Nogiri, right? All of that fits with any kind of niche. Now, here are 2 store names, general store names that I found on my research over the past year. Noibi, I've talked about in my previous videos. They're pretty damn big, mostly on Google traffic, but again, you could definitely learn from them as well. It's spelled NUEBY.com, I'm pretty sure. Just Google it, I'm sure you'll find it. Sunday Labs is another name that I liked a lot, actually. I don't think they're around anymore, I'm not sure. I actually hired one of their employees I found on onlinejobs.ph, and she was like, yeah, I worked for them. And I was like, oh my God. So the e-commerce space is pretty vast, but also pretty tight knit. It's pretty interesting. Bottom line, keep the name short and professional. Okay, picking a logo. This is also just as important. You don't want to overcomplicate it. Don't use crazy colors. Don't use like a ton of colors. You should have black, white, and one other color, right? Another color just to make an accent for your add to cart buttons, you know, your buttons, your links, all that kind of stuff. And maybe your logo might have a little bit of that color, but generally speaking, I like to leave my logos black and just make it simple. Maybe add a little bit of a small icon in the logo, which will just make it pop a little bit more and make that icon a different color. And the logo itself will literally just be like the name of the store in a unique font, line spacing, letter spacing, excuse me. And I make it all on Canva. I make it myself. I don't hire anyone for it. For my general stores, I hire people for my actual one product niche stores because I need to make it professional. But basically, just go on Canva. It's free, and type it out and just play around with the fonts, see what you like, see what comes to mind. Play around with the elements once you've found a font that you like. Find an element that might fit your store name, whatever, and throw it in somewhere in the logo. Maybe in the beginning, right before the logo name starts, or in the end, right after it ends. You also want to make a favicon, which is basically when you're on your desktop browser and you look at the tab, you'll see a little icon on that tab. And also you can use this for your Facebook page, your profile picture page on your business page. So basically you just want to make it a 1-to-1 aspect ratio logo, which oftentimes will just be 2 initials for me. Maybe I'll put like a little bit of a flair, like a circle around it, or like a square or something special, like, or whatever. You guys get the point. Don't overcomplicate it. Just make sure that the logo itself is simple and clean and it fits with all niches, as I've said, just as the name. Okay, choosing the right theme. Now this is also important, but I don't want you to put too much thought into it. You don't have to buy a paid theme. Personally, I use the Beautified Hustler plan. I don't even know if I have an affiliate link. If I do, I'll put it in the description below. It's great because it offers a ton of apps that are actually very useful, and I enable like half of them, and it optimizes the store also because it's all built into the theme itself. So as opposed to installing a ton of apps separately, you're getting all the same apps integrated with the theme, like quantity breaks, what's it called, like in-cart timer. I definitely use that, and a bunch of other things, right? So we'll try to cover that in the next part, where I actually cover going into my computer and showing you guys how to build out the general store, the branded general store. And I'll probably use the Beautify or Debut, which is the next option, right? So this is also free. The Beautify Hustler plan is paid, but you can get Beautify for free as well without the apps. Debut is also free. And I think Debut is one of the best themes out there because it's very, how should I say this, lightweight for coders. So it's easy for people to code into this theme, as I've been told from the people I've hired in the past. I actually have someone working right now on a brand new store, a one product store, and she's coding the whole store on Debut because it's very lightweight and easy for her to code. So Turbo is also a great one if you want to pay for something for coders as well. If you have bigger pockets, you can do that, but Debut is just fine, honestly. So if you're looking to potentially add some custom whatever onto your store besides applications, then you should get Debut. It'll just make it easier for your coder. Okay, do you need a support email? Of course you do. support@storename.com, brandname.com. You can just go Google Workspace and you'll find it on there. If you actually want to get a number as well, this is a good tip. Look up Google Voice and you can just hook up a number onto there. And I think it's also like, I think it's $10 a month, something like that. But I have it for all my stores. They're all separate for all my stores. And I go to Fiverr and I look up audio, voicemail recordings, and I hire a professional to do a voicemail recording for each and every one of my stores. This just helps with brand legitimacy. We'll talk more about this in the second part where I show you guys. I actually will put a call for support number hotline, and I have customer service. You don't have to do this, it's optional completely. I just think that it really dramatically does help. Not dramatically, but it definitely helps with conversion rates. I would feel more comfortable knowing that there's a phone number on the website as opposed to just checking out and knowing I can't call someone and yell at them if something's wrong with my order, you know? So I'm just thinking as a customer, and that's what you want to do as well. That's how you build your stores, all of your stores. Your domain, okay, you always want to use a .com, especially for a general store. Just make it simple. Like don't deviate from this, just .com. Don't overcomplicate it. Just go for that. Namecheap is a great way to get your domain as well. It's the cheapest, and it's also, I think it's the safest, it's most encryption or whatever. I forgot. Someone told me about this a while ago. But anyways, Namecheap or GoDaddy, whatever you want to use, it all works. Okay, your Facebook and Instagram page. Now this is a good tip I'm going to give you guys. I personally think works. First of all, you don't need an Instagram page. It's redundant. Don't waste your time and energy and effort into it. You take that time you would have made posts on Instagram and put it on to making more products and testing more things and thinking about better creatives. Your time needs to be used wisely. Facebook page, make a Facebook page, fill out every single detail on the Facebook page for clear transparency with Facebook to let them know that you're legitimate business. Completely fill out everything in the about us, the description, the number, the blah, 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 blah. Fill out all of that stuff. And another thing I do, I don't know if this is 100% true, but I think it genuinely helps me. First of all, post 3 posts as soon as you make the Facebook page. 3 posts just to let them know that you're legit, you're out there, your customers see, hey, okay, this is working. Your Facebook sees, okay, this is a page that's active. And another way to make it active is to have a page like campaign. $1 a day, make something a very clear, very simple, very lovely, something that people will like. You know, it doesn't have to relate to your brand even, just something that people will like click on because it's clickbaity, whatever. Page like campaign with an image ad, and $1 a day will get you like like 2-cent clicks and like 5-cent page likes, which is great. You know, that's fine. You get your page likes up and you let Facebook know that you're active and you're serious about your business, your page, right? So I personally think that helps me with my transparency with Facebook. I don't know if it's true, but $1 a day for that kind of reassurance is fine with me. Sorry for this brief interruption. It is time to announce the winner of last video's free 30-minute consulting call giveaway. And the winner is Ronnie Earl. Hit me up, my guy, on Instagram. We'll connect, collaborate, and we'll talk about anything you want to discuss. Also, if you want to win, all you got to do is like, comment, subscribe, join the Facebook group, make Goody happy. She'll be on the group too, participating. And also, quick update, she's good. She's got a little bit of still got scarring and stuff going on, but she's recovering well and she's doing great. Maybe another couple months and we'll be on the hikes, on the road. We'll be having fun again like we used to in the summer. So thanks for the support, guys. I really appreciate it. Let's get back into the video. Do you need an LLC? Okay, you don't necessarily need one right off the get-go. You can get one. It'll cost you $200 max if you're making it, doing it all yourself, getting the EIN yourself, filing yourself with your state. It's super easy stuff. You don't have to hire anyone. I hire someone because I'm lazy and I have money for it and I don't care. Spend a couple $100 extra for it just to make my mind clear of things, but it takes a second. It's super easy. Just do it, but only do it once you have a profits coming in. Once you're net positive, like a few $1,000s, then you can make an LLC. Otherwise, it's not really worth it. Now, let's say that you find a winning product and you want to move it into a one product store, but your LLC is tied to your general store. You should make a new LLC for that one product store because you want to limit your liability. We'll have a whole video on this. It's also a very important topic. I've never seen a Shopify guru or a YouTuber talk about this before. So I think I'm gonna make a video on that, how to make the LLC and also the importance of it and what to do with it. So let me know if you want to see that. Okay, lastly, your mindset, guys. We're gonna talk more about this in a second part. Basically, long story short, you need to stay driven, disciplined, and organized, and keep it up with watching a lot of content every single day and doing a lot of work every single day. You should be testing often. You should be finding products often. Even if you don't test them, you should be doing a lot of market research every single day. It's all about consistency. I always talk about this. Even if it's 30 minutes a day, an hour a day, whatever you can afford, do it every single day. Don't skip a day. Don't skip 2 days. Never skip a week. You need to be consistent with your work as opposed to doing several hours in one day and skipping the next 5. So just stay with that consistency mindset and also that never give up mentality. That is what will make you succeed. You will be judged based off of your failures and how you respond to them, not your successes, because a lot of people are successful out there, but most of it is attributed to some either daddy's money or dumb luck or whatever else it may be. But if you get up from your failures, that's character, and that will make you survive in the long run. And that's what I've learned just based off my experience in this business alone and a whole lot of other things as well. But basically, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate the support as always. Please join the Facebook group. Ask me a question there. I've been slacking on my DMs because I literally don't have time, enough hours in a day. I'm going to be pushing out these videos a lot more than I used to in the past month because I was just super busy with my new store and cryptocurrency and all that kind of stuff. But things are now getting more organized for me. I had to reevaluate my situation, but we're back at it. Let's get it, guys. Again, never give up and keep grinding, guys. Best of luck to y'all. Peace.